Hey, I wanted to go live on this topic because it's a question I get often, and I think it's super important because, like a lot of things surrounding a marriage, there is a ton of shame. There's so much shame around, like, think about cheating, infidelity, and it's not just for the cheater, but the one who was cheated on too, as well. So, I just want to talk about some first steps that you can take once you find out that your spouse is cheating on you. And really, this is it's not always a matter of staying together or like forgiveness, moving on with your life is going to need to take place whether or not you stay together. Let's make that very clear. So the first step would be to choose. You need to choose, maybe not right away, but somewhat soon after finding out, you need to choose whether or not you are still interested in continuing the relationship as is. And the reason for that is some people that have been cheated on, they kind of dangle this sort of like carrot above their husband's or wife's head for years and years. And it's actually super duper toxic. And it comes up in like conflicts that arise over the course of years. It's like this, oh, remember that time you cheated on me? And it's brought up over and over again. So it's kind of one of those things that you just need to choose. Like, are you going to move forward with the relationship or are you going to end it? Are you going to stay together or are you going to break up? Because either way, you're going to have to learn how to move past this infidelity. I was cheated on in my first marriage, and it followed me into my second marriage, even though my second marriage, there was no infidelity, but those old trauma wounds came up in my second marriage. So whether or not you are going to move on with the relationship, you still have to deal with the trauma wounds of being cheated on. So that's number 2. Number 3 is understanding the process is not easy. So whether or not, and it's not quick either, whether or not you choose to carry on in this relationship or end it, you are still going to have to learn how to forgive. Because forgiveness is, if left unmet in your heart, it's going to cause deep bitterness within you, and it's going to follow you all of your life, whether or not that person stays in your life, right? The cheater. So forgiveness is just, it's for you. So first thing you got to do is you got to choose whether or not you're going to stay in the relationship. Second thing you got to learn is, or you got to walk through, is forgiveness, whether or not the relationship continues. The third thing is understanding the process is not fast or easy. Sometimes when people come to me, they're kind of expecting me to pull out my magic wand and wave it around like everything's going to magically get better. And that is just not the process, because trust needs to be earned back. So understanding it's not fast or easy. The fourth thing is you have to change the way you see the situation. So many people that I've worked with over the years, once they've gone through the healing process all the way, they actually looked back and they were thankful for the infidelity, because the infidelity itself was not the issue. It was just something that happened because of the root causes of dysfunction that are deep, deep within. And this always goes back to childhood. So you have to do some deep digging in your own psychology, in your own mindset, and in your own beliefs. And you have to find the root cause of why the infidelity even happened, right? And this is in both the husband and the wife. And all those wounds go back to childhood. So the fifth thing is you need to seek help. You need to find someone that you align to, that you trust, that has a marriage that you would like. You need to find someone like this to walk you through the process, to help you find the root cause and to help you heal. So I hope that this was super helpful. I only had a few minutes. For those of you popping on, please rewatch it. Hopefully this is super valuable. And I will see you next time.